Happy Thursday, Delmarva. Thanks for joining us on maybe a throwback Thursday, a thirsty Thursday,
a balmy Thursday at the very least.
That's for sure. We're your hosts. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo, and yeah, I really didn't know how to dress for the day today because I was like, it's January, so something's telling me turtleneck, but at the same time, 60 degrees is telling me like dress.
I wish I self-tanned.
Right?
My knees.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Something.
Just this section right here. Yeah. That's too why I wore turtleneck.
Yeah, but
whether you can't win.
I know. And yesterday, if you caught the show yesterday, you saw that we were doing a little bit of boxing action with Jab and Flow, and I came into work and I was like, Paige, are your arms sore? And,
yes. It was so. You guys, did you guys see that episode? Go back and watch it. It's on our website if you haven't. Yeah, my shoulder, like right here, I think from like going like that.
I was into it. I was punching hard. I was jabbing and flowing.
The worst part is that we were hitting pool noodles. Like we weren't hitting grown men. We were like, and I'm telling you, my back hurts so bad. But like in the best way. Like it's
in the best
muscle
way.
Pain. It's not like I threw it out or something.
So yeah, I mean, and first of all, it was super fun. So if you are looking for, a great workout that's also fun, Will and John were also so much fun.
So, the best. They were so funny. So yeah, don't forget Jab and Flow. I can't wait till we go there eventually. We're going to make some time to get in their studio.
We will, and it's going to be so much fun.
A blast.
But just wanted to let you know that it was a great time, and we are hurting. But diving into the show today, we were talking a little bit about this. I don't know if you when you travel a lot, one of my favorite things, and this is sort of just like the one of the many dorky facets of my brain. I love language. I love sound. I love accents. I like to, and I don't mean like I try to mimic it and mock it. I mimic sounds. I like to practice and like acting.
Yeah.
And different dialects are something that people sometimes sort of subconsciously, they say, start to mimic. If you know you're going somewhere that has a certain sound, so like you're going down south, you might start adopting a little bit of a southern accent, either like as soon as you get there or even before you do, which I find fascinating.
I do too, and I don't think it's anything that someone's making fun of, and I don't think it should be. Like I was even telling you, I mean, I'm from not far from here. I grew up in the DC area, but the way I talk with my family, I know it's faster. I know I probably mumble more. I use different slang, and so I think it's, if you consider it like that, it's just kind of another maybe using slang words or words that are more common there. We don't say pop here, right? We say soda. It's almost like that in my opinion of you're just kind of picking up on the way they do things.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, even Delaware itself has two different accents. Like Wilmington, we have a lot more similarities with Philly. So like my dad will say wooder and he'll say, some of the Philly-isms and I'm like,
yeah, I hate that one.
And then, the further south in the state you go, you hear a little bit more of a southern sounding accent. And so I feel like it's really interesting. I think I have more of a transatlantic sound just because of broadcasting. You're supposed to kind of sound like you're from anywhere and everywhere.
Right.
So I don't know how much of that is practiced.
That's a good point. I used to work at this company and I just answered phones for them and things. And I remember this one time someone called and they had a very strong English accent. And this was so embarrassing. I don't know what came over me. I was like, hi, thanks for calling, insert name here, how can I help you? And he was like, oh, hello, all you need help with? And I went, okay. And then I was like, what did I do? Like I felt so bad. And he laughed, thankfully. And I'm like, I don't know what came over me.
Amazing.
So that was, don't do that. Try not to.
Don't do that.
It was so embarrassing. I did it to that girl who was here. I'm not going to say who. Maybe you remember. We had a guest here like 2 weeks ago. She had a New York accent, and I kept mimicking her. And I didn't mean
but
to.
I think it is kind of, I think on one hand, not in a mocking way, it can be a little bit natural to sort of want to jump in and sound similar, that sort of assimilation to somebody that you're like, oh, especially I think if you feel a camaraderie with them, you might want to, I know when I used to make fun of Petch, who you might hear on one of our radio stations on WBOC, like when we get at it, then I'll be like, oh, right, like we'll make fun of each other.
Right.
But yeah, I find accents and dialect and language just fascinating.
I love that. You know what I don't find fascinating though, Leah?
This new fashion look, perhaps?
You know it. You know how you always know what I'm going to say. Yeah, no pants. That's what we're going into 2024 with, guys.
Yeah.
No pants.
Apparently, we're leaving the pants in 2023.
I'm not.
It's interesting because I feel like I saw comments about this starting on TikTok of people mentioning like the pantsless look, and I was like, oh, like dresses? Because I haven't actually seen it for myself. I was like, yeah, dresses and skirts. I'm not going to wear pants either. Like,
cool, we'll go pantless. Yeah.
But it's not. There's a lot of companies like Miu Miu and Prada, and they're starting to make looks and build looks around like bodysuits and blazers, but no pants.
I have to see it in action. Here's the thing. They're still, like, don't go running out with no pants on. People are still wearing undergarments and things to cover down there. We're not talking like nothing down here. But like you said,
no, not a complete Winnie the Pooh, just underwear.
This is a bodysuit that clips at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think it's more that, right?
Yeah, so it's those kinds of bodysuits or even like oversized sweatshirts with blazers, but no pants underneath. So like you do have to be a little strategic with maybe like a short biker short.
I think that's what started this trend, I would imagine.
I think it is too, and I like that look. Like especially in the summer on the boardwalk, an oversized sweatshirt, sneakers, little like ankle socks.
Princess Diana.
Yes.
The Princess Diana look.
And maybe like the biker shorts, so it's mostly sweatshirt that you're seeing. Love the look.
I like that too. I think I would blame biker shorts and Ariana Grande because she did the whole, which I never understand how her dresses didn't fly up. She has
they were custom,
You think? Because they were like, well, yeah, nah, you're probably
She's also 3 feet tall.
Because they came to here, and it's that kind of that look now where it's like the neckline goes like from here to here, and it's just dress. And I'm like, how does it not flow and flash everybody?
Yeah,
I don't know either, but I'm going to blame those two for the pantless look. I don't think this is what I'm going to get behind.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
I feel like I can't tell, and I know there was a look that I've seen before that's almost sort of like the retro workout look where it's like tights and a bodysuit, and sometimes when I'm like getting dressed for the day and I put tights and a bodysuit on, I'm like, well, that's kind of cute.
No, that's true.
You know?
Okay.
But then I continue to complete the outfit. But I think maybe like at home, if I were hosting like kind of an edgy party or something.
Do you think it's going to be one of those things where it looks better when you're posed than just like walking around?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So take that in consideration, because how many times have you gotten a look, I'm guilty of this, and you're like, this is going to look so cute, and you're in the mirror, and you're like, yes. Okay, and then you get like a candid picture of yourself at your desk, and you're like, oh, it's not good.
It's not cute.
It's not giving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah. So if you want to give the pantsless look a try, you know, play around with it. Don't have high expectations, I guess, and certainly don't start with luxury. I think start simple.
Start simple in case you hate it.
Yeah,
good idea.
And I know we're in the winter months now, but we do love our visitors when they come in the summer. But we thought it'd be fun to talk about like maybe some of the things, and you may be guilty of this too when you travel. What are some of the annoying things that tourists do, not just specifically to our area, but in general?
And let's preface this with, hey, I was a tourist like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Same with you. So we've been there, done that. So this is all in good fun. We're going to make fun of each other. Something I've never understood about tourists is I feel like a lot of them have road rage. They get, I mean, we're all upset when we can't find a spot on Rehoboth Avenue, whatever, but they get exceptionally upset. And it's like, hey, aren't you the one on, like, I can be upset. I live here.
Right, like, I'm trying to get to work.
I'm trying to get to work, right. You are on vacation. Take it easy, dude. Yeah. Maybe because we have so many people coming from city areas, they're used to that?
Maybe.
I don't know. What about you? What kind of bothers you about it?
The slow walking. And I know that sometimes it's, you know, you're in an unfamiliar place. You've got Google Maps pulled up. You're walking around. You're trying to make sure you're in the right spot. But I'm like, I am going to need the whole family to just pick a side, so we can go by you. But
two at a time. Like on the sidewalk.
Yes.
Yeah, two and then two.
But
and
I do that when I travel anywhere. Like when I'm a tourist, I'm also like, get out of the way. Like I got places to be because I think I know where I'm going.
Right. I like that. Or do you ever get like, because I know I'm guilty of this when I would vacation, I'm like, oh, these vacationers, what are they doing here? And then you're like, wait a minute.
Vacationing.
That's me
enjoying
too.
all the time. So yes, keep that in mind that like the tourist industry is a big one, a fun one. You're going to be a tourist somewhere someday. And you know, I try to ease up a little bit.
Same.
As especially I know I love to travel. So
yes, that's a good point.
Keep that in mind. But what else you're going to want to keep in mind? How much fun we've got planned for you on Coast Life today. Our field correspondent Maya Henry is going to tell us what's coming up.
Coming up today on Coast Life, searching for ways to elevate your fashion game? Stay tuned as a local fashion consultant spills the secrets on making your style truly pop. Plus, are you a lover of animals in the great outdoors? Don't miss our friends from the Murr Institute as they share fascinating insights into marine life. All that and more when Coast Life gets back.
Coast Life is brought to you by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker.
Check this out. Oh my God. Got any guesses as to what that could be? Nope. It's not a part of a boat. It's not.
A lot of people thought it was part of a boat.
A lot of people thought that. But it is in fact a whalebone. So to tell us more about this is of course Suzanne Thurman with the Murr Institute. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us on the couch today. I know this has been big news for coastal Delmarva.
It has.
And especially the marine biology enthusiasts out there. So tell us a little bit more about this discovery and just about this whalebone.
Yeah.
Well, so it washed up in Bethany Beach down in front of Sussex Shores, and somebody was walking on the beach, and and suspected it might be a whalebone. They thought at first maybe even a tree trunk or something like that. And he had a geology background, so he recognized that it might very well be a bone. Wow. So he contacted us, thankfully, because we respond to any part from marine mammals or sea turtles. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. So it was very fortunate that he did get in touch with us. So we were able to retrieve it with a lot of help. This weighs 350 plus pounds. So it is a huge lower jaw, and we had it back at our facility, and we happened to position it initially next to a fin whale lower jawbone. And they're the second largest whale in the world, and this bone was much denser, much larger. So we're really fascinated. And I could tell it was very dark in color, so that indicates something that's been buried for quite a long time, deprived of oxygen. So it seemed like possibly buried under the ocean floor. So the initial findings, we've sent photos and information to the Smithsonian, and they're definitely interested in it. They agreed that it could be many hundreds and possibly thousands of years old.
Oh my gosh.
We're unsure of the species. I speculate that it could be a North Atlantic right whale, but it could also be a species that no longer occurs here because it's so ancient.
How exciting is this?
It's almost like you hear of Megalodon, right? The shark. Where it's like, it used to be the biggest, but now they're gone. It's so intriguing.
Well, and I feel like every kid kind of goes through like a paleontology phase at some point in your life, and so for like anybody that ever thought that would be a fun career, I know is excited about this.
I know it is, and I think we're all very excited about this. It's kind of a mystery still, and we're hoping that working with the Smithsonian, we might even be able to get a more accurate age on the bone, and very hopeful that we can get an accurate species ID.
Awesome. Yes, well, we're excited, and we definitely are going to want to be kept updated.
I'm nervous though. I'm imagining swimming in the ocean and a 300-pound bone hits me.
That could hurt.
It could. But so for people who aren't necessarily as familiar with the Mayer Institute and what you guys do, could you give us just a reminder for an instance, should somebody run into something that could be aquatic, what should they do?
So they are welcome to give us a call. We ask that people give us a call. We have a 24-hour hotline, so it's 302-228-5029, and people can call us there and alert us, and even if it's not one of our species, we can direct it accordingly to the proper entity.
Perfect.
Awesome.
That is so great. I don't know why this freaks me out a little bit, just knowing that it's that big and it's a jawbone, or we think, it's a jawbone. Please keep us updated if you guys learn more.
We will. We are excited to find out more, so we will keep you updated.
Are you going to look for the other parts of the body?
I don't know if they wash up. It coincided with that storm, and other things were washing up. So apparently the energy of that storm was really kind of digging down into the ocean floor and throwing things on shore. I know.
I hope more does. This is really exciting.
It is. And I'm so excited that we have Suzanne with us to tell us a little bit more about this and give us all the information that, you want to know, but may not be able to find on your own.
Definitely, yes.
And Suzanne, the Mayer Institute also takes volunteers.
Yes, we do. In fact, we have a new volunteer training workshop coming up this Saturday. If anyone's interested, they can give us a call and we'll get them signed up. And it's going to be held virtually, so they can take it from the comfort of their home, wherever that may be.
Awesome.
I know Leah's probably going to be
doing that.
Signing in. Exactly.
Suzanne, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
And telling us about this really unique and very cool discovery right here on Coastal Delmarva.
That's incredible.
We've got more for you to discover when Coast Life gets back.
It's time. We have the drama right here. And we are going to spill the tea.
But first, we're going to spill the literal tea thanks to our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. They also gave us this beautiful tea set. So
love it.
If you've got plenty of tea at home, but you're still looking for some other tea accessories, there you go.
Right here.
Today we're drinking a turmeric mango herbal tea. Ooh,
healthy.
Savor a delicious, juicy flavor of mango, orange, and apple with this flavorful and functional tea. Packed with anti-inflammatory and wellness ingredients such as turmeric, black pepper, and ginger. Expect rich, bright flavors in every cup.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yum.
This sounds good if you're trying to get fit.
I think, especially if you do struggle with like some inflammation, turmeric tea is a great source to kind of help with that.
Definitely. Cool. Okay. Well, this is not going to lower your stress levels. It's going to increase your stress levels when you hear the drama we have today. So, here, let me move my cup closer to you, Leah.
Alrighty.
There we go. Okay. The person writing in, I'm going to give you their age because it's important. Person writing in, 36-year-old female. She is engaged to a 40-year-old male. Okay, here we go. They're getting married. Yay, they're engaged.
Hooray!
She's talking to her mom about wedding planning. Her mom says, okay, but hey, we're not going to pay for the wedding. You guys are in your late 30s, early 40s. You're a little too old for us to be doing that. You're good. And she was like, okay, I didn't ask for you to pay for it. So she's fine with this.
Yeah.
She never asked for the money, whatever. So fast forward just a few months, this young lady's brother gets engaged.
Yes.
Perfect. He's planning his wedding. The wedding the brother is planning is a bigger wedding, okay? The girl writing in, small wedding, intimate, micro wedding. He's planning a bigger one. Fine. Both options are great. Now, she found out, the woman writing in, that her mom is paying for half her brother's wedding.
Ooh, okay.
Here's the deal, too, is she didn't tell the daughter, and this is her twin brother.
Ooh.
That's
so it's
the
not
catch.
even a younger brother.
That's the catch. So same age. So now she's like, why'd you tell me it's my age is why you're not paying for it when you're paying for Mr. 36-year-old's wedding over here.
Yeah.
So now it's awkward and she's like, do I say something? Is this rude? What's up? Her parents also say they are really tight on money right now. So that's another reason. And this is a tricky situation.
Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of gotta pick one. If you're tight on money, you're tight on money, and you can't help pay for both kids' weddings.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, as I'm one of three, I know that like if we have to share the love a little bit, chances are high that one sibling might get a little more financial love than the other one, just depending on how much of a bill you can or can't foot, or how extravagant of a wedding a sibling does or doesn't have. So I think there is an element of that, but it does feel a little bit spiteful.
I think it does.
And I think because the woman who's getting married was married before and they eloped. So this feels a little bit like, oh, well, your wedding was a disappointment the first time, so we're not paying for the second one.
I think it can feel that way too. The only thing that's really getting me is the age, because like, so for example, my older sister, me, and my younger sister all got engaged and married very close with each other. I'm the last of the daughters to get married.
Okay.
And it's all different, right? My older sister, she got married in Rehoboth Beach. My younger sister in our hometown. I'm going overseas. My parents were in different financial situations. Like we all are. Each year can be different.
Yeah.
So, like you said, I think because we have siblings, we get it. Like it's not always going to be.
It's just not always going to be
parts of
equal.
the pie.
Yeah. And I think if you're twins, maybe that's harder to get because often things are equal.
Right. But I do think since they're twins and this is the same year, so like your financial situation is what it is, parents. Maybe like I'm just pulling numbers out. Like, okay, you get 2,000 and you get 2,000. Do with it what you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it should be she gets punished because she's planning a smaller wedding.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, does that make sense?
I agree with that. Right. And then if you can put the money towards either thing, like, you know, maybe you can put it towards a house or towards something that you really want, honeymoon,
right?
Whatever. That way it doesn't have to just cover the wedding and then things are evenly split. Yeah, I don't know if twins are so used to everything being split down the middle growing up. All of a sudden, you're like, hey, now, that doesn't feel right.
Right. I'm curious if they gave her any sort of financial anything when she eloped, because then I could see it. Like, hey, I'm sorry, we already gave you, let's say, $5,000 when you eloped, and that, so now we have to give him $5,000. I get that.
Sure, but I'm not sure if that's the case.
I don't know if that's the case either. So I wish she told us.
This one's a tricky one.
This is. I am going to be with the information we know. I'm going to go her side.
Me too.
Okay.
I think so. I feel like for your special day, it's your special day, and people should, you know, I mean, as long as you're not being a terror about it.
Right. No. Which.
People should be right, and they can. And weddings are always dramatic. So I honestly don't have a clear. I don't think I have a clear.
I don't either.
Answer on this one.
Family ones are tricky ones.
They are.
This isn't tricky. This is delish. I like this. I like the turmeric in it.
Ooh, yummy. Yes, delicious. So get yourself some tea.
Yeah.
Sit back, relax, because coming up on Coast Life, we are taking a trip to Bethany Blues.
Spill the Tea was brought to you by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
You're watching Coast Life, and today I am super excited to announce that downtown Rehoboth has something special to add to their list of restaurants. Bethany Blues, also known as Downtown Blues in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware.
Think about the best barbecue in Delmarva. How about Rehoboth Beach? Look no further because Downtown Blues will have your taste buds begging for more. Bethany Blues now has a total of 3 locations. Bethany, Lewis, and now Rehoboth. Jessica Nathan tells us why Rehoboth was the perfect spot for Downtown Blues.
Well, our owners had been looking at Rehoboth for a while, and I think what really pushed us over the edge to say yes was when this particular location became available. The landlords approached Monty and said, "Are you interested in the original Nicola building?" Because they went up the highway. And honestly, it's the first time I did not see him hesitate at all. He said, "We're diving into downtown Rehoboth, feet first, so let's do it."
Nestled on 8th and 1st Street in Rehoboth Beach, you'll find the staff of Downtown Blues waiting for you to stop by to give their award-winning barbecue a try.
So we smoke fresh every day, and all of the sauces and all of our rubs, everything are things that our owners have perfected over the years. We've changed a little bit here and there. They did a lot of research when we originally opened the Bethany location, but for sure, our barbecue is spot on. Our brisket is what people talk about. We have our St. Louis ribs, which is a special rub that we do here that we think is unique. Baby backs are a bit more traditional, but for sure, our barbecue.
While Bethany Blues is best known for their outstanding barbecue, they also have other unique dishes that make them an ultimate fan favorite.
Mac and cheese is a fan favorite. We've done catering for years, and we always end up with a double starch buffet. Mac and cheese and potatoes, please. And I would say honestly, what's been really popular a lot recently is our desserts. Our pastry chef has been knocking it out of the park, and she's doing new things all the time. So it's interesting, over the years, people were so full, and they were like, "Oh, no thank you, no thank you." But now people are saving room because desserts are starting to become a thing at Bethany Blues.
For those looking for a casual, fine dining, lunch and dinner experience, Downtown Blues is the perfect place for the whole family to enjoy.
In this specific location, our chef Juan is really excited to bring a new Southern twist on some items that we don't have in the other two. So you'll find some things. We're having a comfort corner that will be a seasonal thing every day on our special sheet, like shrimp and grits. He's doing an apple brined pork chop, which is really, really delicious. And he's excited about his birria tacos.
And we can't forget the people who love to end the day by winding down with a nice drink.
We're a bourbon bar, and we go down to Kentucky every year and we pick out a bunch of single barrels. We have 3 brand new ones. So any of our cocktails on our menu are going to have our private select bourbons in them. And I would say our bartenders make maybe 100 smoked old fashions a night. It's by far the most popular, and it's delicious.
If that wasn't enough to make your mouth water, after the break, Chef Juan Hernandez is going to show us some of his specialty dishes. There's more Coast Life on the way. Before the break, Jessica told us why Bethany Blues is #1. And right beside me is the man behind the magic, Juan Hernandez. What's up, Juan?
Not much, just, another day.
All right,
Yep.
So you have these 2 beautiful dishes in front of me, and I watched you create these so fast. you are amazing at your job.
Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. Thank you.
So what is this one right here?
So this is our birria tacos. As you saw, the whole process, homemade tortillas every day. Beef pretty much braised and smoked, and we have a little bit of our esquite style cream of corn and our consommé. Just garnished with a little bit of radish and a little cilantro.
So I see this
Yeah.
sauce right here. So do you dip it inside of it?
Yeah. The whole idea is to grab it and dip it, and just go at it however you want. Yeah.
All right, can I try it?
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. Guys, I'm super excited to try this. I've been smiling the whole time. So, this was delicious. I love all the flavors, all the colors. You definitely did the darn thing right there.
Thank you.
So what do we have over here, Juan?
So right over here we have our shrimp and grits. It's one of our staples right now. We have some grits that we made early in the morning. We have some shrimp tossed in with chorizo, a little bit of tomato compote, and a little bit of just clam juice, and just finish it off with a little bit of spinach.
And did you create this?
Yes.
Wow. What made you think to put all these flavors together?
These dishes have been made in other restaurants. I've seen them different interpretations, but I wanted to make it for Blues. Our chorizo, we smoked it in-house. Like I said, we took what we have, our pork trimmings and everything that we had, ground every other day, and we smoked it as needed. And the tomato compote, everybody kind of uses a tomato base for shrimp and grits, and I was like, just add a little bit more flavor to it, and taking a dish that everybody kind of does have this interpretation and make it into my interpretation.
And before I try this, how long have you been with Bethany Blues or just cooking in general?
Cooking in general, I was in the kitchen when I was 14. Mama brought me in there, and I haven't left.
All right, well, I'm glad you stuck with it because I'm super, super stoked to try this one right here. That is delicious. I was kind of fearful about all the flavors, but that is perfect one. Thank you so much. So what are the hours that you guys are open?
Our hours of operation are from 11:30 till 10. We will be serving lunch and dinner, and then after 10 we will be serving late night from 10 to 12. And maybe we'll stay open a little longer. We'll see.
Right. Well, you would definitely see me stopping by because this fit my fancy. Thank you so much, Juan, for interviewing with us and getting to show everyone your creative dishes.
Thank you.
There's more Coast Life on the way.
But before we head to break, let's take a look at this week's Happy Place. This week's Happy Place is located at 32804 Oak Orchard Road in Millsboro. The construction yet to be built offers a unique opportunity for the buyer to personalize the final finishes to their taste and style. This stunning land home package boasts 3 spacious bedrooms and 2 luxury bathrooms. Designed with an open floor plan, it perfectly blends the kitchen, dining, and living areas for a seamless entertainment experience. This home has no HOA restrictions, allowing for both tranquility and freedom. This week's Happy Place is brought to you by the Parker Group.
Welcome back to Coast Life. We have changed things up a little bit, how we're seated. Hair is up, and a familiar face is back in the studio with us. If you remember Gary Lewis, we introduced her to you a little over a week ago. And you came in, we were so excited to have you because fashion, that's something that I love. I love playing around with looks and colors. And so to have a guide such as yourself has been really, really exciting for us. And last time you were here, you had mentioned these sort of color swatches and figuring out what color palettes look good on you. So we've got you back in to kind of teach us what colors look good on us.
Well, thank you for having me. Yes, it's really good to know what set of colors you look the best in because it will save you a lot of time when you're shopping, a lot of frustration when you're standing in front of your wardrobe, and if you have all kinds of mishmash of different colors, that takes a lot of time and it's very expensive. And once you know if you are we start with a warm base or cool base. Once you know that, then you can do your makeup, you can do your nails, you can do your eye frames, men can do their ties. It's really a benefit to help you along in your wardrobe. So we have Paige here.
She's all ready.
Doesn't she look great with that hair
She's so cute.
So the first thing you have to determine if you are warm-based or cool-based. Now, our viewers can do this at home, taking towels or whatever pieces of fabric they have, and looking at themselves in the mirror, preferably with a fresh face and their hair back, so we can really see what the skin tone brings out for us. And for color analysis, we take 3 things: the skin, the eyes, and the hair. But the skin is kind of the biggest one. So let's put Paige in this. Now this is a warm-based green. Now how is she looking at that? Would you tell her to buy a shirt out of this? Or do you think she should get the emerald green, which is a blue-based?
Ooh.
Better. It lifts her.
I think it is. I like the emerald.
Look at how smooth her face is. Her eyes are bright. It just looks way better than this.
It looks really nice.
This brings her down and brings out sallowness. So we know, and our viewers at home, are you cool or are you warm?
The old green screen color.
Next thing, let's go to a warm-based red. Reds are a little tricky. There's blue-based reds and there's red-based, but this is a yellow gold-based red. Do you like this for her?
Okay. Fiery red.
She's interesting. I'm seeing flecks in her eyes.
I was gonna say I don't dislike it.
Her eyes.
It looks good.
Okay, but let's go to the blue-based.
Yes.
What's better for her skin is better.
I do love that. Yes.
Her skin's better here, but her eyes interesting with the brown, don't you think? So it's not foolproof, and people are sort of can be different things. But I would say pink is much better.
Yeah,
so
you can play.
This is the blue-based. So again, blue-based, warm-based. Next, we'll do the teal, which is a color everybody can wear. You know, everybody thinks they can wear black and they can wear white, but that is not true. There's only one color, and it's in the blue family. So here's teal. Pretty good. And here's
I never even really think about teal that often when it comes to
but
shopping.
everybody
But
can
yes,
wear it.
everybody can wear it.
Think of
Interesting. Good to
bridesmaids'
know.
dresses teal.
True.
And here's her blue-based
I love
blue.
that one on you.
Lovely.
Yes, she has a dress like that every time she wears, I'm like, yes.
It's a close call, warm-based and blue-based. Better here.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do another one.
The royal blue is for you.
And it is the brown, warm-based. Again, warm-based. Can everybody see the yellow, the warmth in these colors? Warm-based. And what would you say? No, you can't get a winter coat in that color. Okay. I would say, what would you say?
No, I want to see the black.
Yeah. Okay, and here's the black.
Nice.
Her eyes come up,
lovely,
her teeth
yeah.
look whiter, less lines. Of course, she has none, but for us older folks, those show. So she's just lifted, radiant. She's vibrant in the right colors. And the wrong colors bring you down, make you look more tired, and whatever. So we would say that she is a cool base season, and the two seasons, I'm reaching over here, the two base seasons for the palettes are winter and I'm a summer. I'm cool base, but I'm light to those colors.
Okay.
And you can see that, right?
Yeah.
I can wear the pinks, I can wear the blues, but my hair's light and whatever, so I'm
And the
a
eyes
summer.
are light, yeah.
But she is a winter, which is bold and distinctive, sophisticated, dramatic. These words help her when she does her clothing. And when I was on the last time, she had those leopard boots on.
Yes.
She's very dramatic. She can pull that off.
Yes.
Bold. She can wear that. So that helps. She can wear big jewelry. She can do all that. I can't do that because my summer colors are more muted. But there she is in her cool-based winter colors.
Awesome.
So this will help her with her jewelry and her eye frames, let's see, her nail polish.
My nails are blue right now.
And she's in her colors for
Yes.
and I'm in mine for summer.
Perfect.
I'm just saying these things are tools to help you, get in a direction that's going to work for you.
Well, Gary, thank you so much. I am so excited to go shopping with Paige so we can get her all dressed up in all her colors.
Same.
But coming up, we're going to figure out what my color palette is. Oh, stick around.
All right, Coast Life team, we are back with our friend Gary Lewis, and as you can tell, we switched spots, Leah
That's
and I. Gary, you gave me my colors, told me what looks best on me, which honestly opened my eyes a lot. But what's funny is we get told often we look alike. However, we're different tones and colors. You can already tell, you said.
I can already tell.
So funny. All right, now let's get to Leah. We're going to analyze her.
Okay, so our audience has a second shot at figuring out if they're warm or cool tones. So we'll start with Leah here, and we're going to put this lovely lime green. Ooh. Is she good in this? Is she good?
You look great in everything.
Yeah, they do. They're young and have beautiful skin, I know. But does this sort of move a little bit better with her?
I like this one. Yeah. I hope that's the right answer.
That is the right answer.
You
warm.
look tanner in this, and something about in your eyes brings it out.
Good. You've got it.
Oh, good.
You've got it. Okay, we'll go to the next one.
Okay.
Let's do the teal and the blue tone. So this is our warm tone.
Okay.
Do we like her warm?
Oh.
She's pretty in that.
Yeah,
Very nice with her
does look
hair
nice.
and everything. Good. So this is warm.
Okay.
So we're voting on warm for that.
So far, yep.
And even though royal blue is a great color, is it so good for her? No, I think it makes her look a little pasty, if that's possible, a little white and pale. Not as attractive as this.
This is nice.
This just flows, and you need to develop that eye to see what's working. She's got these beautiful warm eyes. Her hair, she's got some warmth in that, and her skin is warm too. So we've got 2 for the warms.
Okay.
And let's go to the cool again of black.
This one I like because it's kind of those neutrals. Everyone turns to black or brown or white. So this will be interesting.
There's a lot of color theory too with colors. Like black is a very resting color and a very calming color. So people like to wear that when they have a really busy day. They kind of say, "Give me black." There's and blue is a very trusting color. There's a lot of color psychology too that you can use in your benefit. So here's the cool base of the black, and we'll put her with brown.
Oh.
See, she glows. So
You
she's warm. So we're seeing now she is warm based, and we'll do one more.
Okay.
And to determine where she's at on the spectrum here, we'll do the hot pink.
Okay.
And
you don't like it on you?
so everybody, all girls like pink, don't they?
Yeah.
But it's not really a good color for her.
She told me this morning she prefers red on herself because she got pink earrings and she was like, these aren't for me. So.
Okay, so here's the warm base of the red. Lovely.
Ooh, I like that on you. I'm mad.
So what are the seasons for the warm base? Autumn and spring. So she's the autumn, which is lovely. It's natural, outdoorsy. You're like the autumn leaves. It's very, they're really a lovely palette of colors. You should be envious. I'm envious
I
too.
am.
Aren't you? All those beautiful warm colors.
These are the colors I love to wear.
Yeah, I know, but you can't really do that because if you start going into her closet of colors, then you're not going to have jewelry to match, and your makeup's going to be wrong. Your lips you're going to have to get a whole new thing going. And the light part of autumn, which you could maybe be, is a spring, and those are the more softer of the warm. Like I could see you in coral or peach or the teal or some light camels and things like that. So you are probably a light autumn.
Oh, I love that.
Autumn and winter. So now you kind of know what your undertones are and how that's all going to work out. So that should help you.
It should.
With getting it all together.
Perfect. What I love about this too, because we wanted to jump into all of this, and unfortunately, COASTLIFE's only how long? But you were telling us, Gary, too. I mean, silvers, golds, rose golds, your glasses. So I just think we have to have you back again. We have a lot more to talk about. You were talking to us about men's styles, how men could benefit from this. So there's a lot that this is going to help people with.
Yes,
amazing. Well, thank you for this. I know Leah and I are going to go shopping. We're very excited to update our wardrobe.
I'm going to leave you these.
Oh, I was going to ask actually. So I'm so glad. So Gary, thank you so much for coming here today. You helped us out. Hopefully helped some of you out. And we'll have you back very soon. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys.
Thanks so much.
Start going, shopping, online shopping. Get ready wherever you're going next, because I know this helped you out as well. We're going to be right back, though. We have a little bit more COASTLIFE in just a minute. Leah, how do you take your tea?
Usually a little bit of honey and a little splash of milk.
I love that. Would you consider maybe putting just a dash of salt?
Not traditionally, no.
Okay.
I mean, would I consider it? Sure, I guess. But would I do it? Probably not.
But you're not outraged?
No.
Okay, well, other people are. The Brits, they're outraged.
Of course. The two of us have been feuding over tea for many, many, many years.
We have? Just kidding. Okay, so basically there's a scientist in the United States who is trying to find the perfect cup of tea. The Brits said, that is not your job. And he said, well, too late. I already found the perfect way. He said a pinch of salt, not enough to taste it. It's not going to be salty. He said it kind of takes the bitterness out and you can taste more of the aroma. And here's the thing. How many times have you had tea and maybe you're like, oh, I taste a touch of the honey or whatever you want in it, but it's not enough?
Yeah, I mean, tea can be a little bit bitter sometimes.
Yeah, so that's just his solution. I think the Brits are just mad we figured out how to do tea better than you.
I feel like a lot of people figured out how to do a lot of things, and that's why Britain conquered so many places and then still refused to implement any of the things that they learned.
Look, we're just spitting the facts here. And I'm so
love you, England.
No, really, we do. Been there, love you guys. I just think this is so funny. The reason we're laughing too is because the UK person and who's speaking for all these outraged people was like, you already ruined tea enough by making it iced, and you ruined coffee by making it iced. Don't add salt to it. And we're like,
don't come for my iced coffee like that.
Do not come for my iced tea.
I'm an iced coffee year-round girl.
Yes. So we just hopefully look. This is all jokes. Hopefully you find this funny. We think it's funny. The UK apparently, like the ambassador there was like, hey, it's okay. Like,
I'm sure they also think it's funny. It's important to have a sense of humor about this. But yes, we love tea. Yes. Whether we're spilling it or fighting about it.
Exactly. Maybe next week we can add salt to our tea.
We can give it a try.
I'm just gonna see how it tastes.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna try that out.
All right. For now, though, we're gonna hand things over to